Someone posted this picture online and captioned it around the sense of, someone to bring you around their entire family, have you thinking that you are wifey, right? And fumble you essentially, right? And for me, I feel like don't they all do that? And I'm not saying they all fumble you. Let's go from the beginning, right? You meet someone, you start dating. If it gets serious, you start to meet the family. You guys start doing family things. They incorporate you in that because they're trying to envision you being a part of their life in that way, like intimately, right? Like you build bonds with their parents. You guys go on vacations together. I know I'm speaking from experience because I was there, baby, you know? Um, but whether the relationship is going to work or not is not dependent on how much their parents like you. It just is not. And as bad as we want to hope that, like, you've invested all this time, this energy into me and so on, because they probably did it with someone else too before you and we'll do it with someone again after you. And I'm not saying that to be cold or to make it seem like you didn't matter in that moment, but when we're talking about this situation with Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson, there's so many people online that just can't wrap their head around the fact that he cheated on her. And I don't get why people look at a celebrity or a public figure and think like, oh, she's so beautiful, she's so this, she's so that. Like, how could anybody ever cheat on her? And where in history has there ever been someone who was just so amazing that they didn't get cheated on? It's unfortunate, right? And we can say this goes for men and women, right? There's some men that are like the most amazing men out there, and they still get cheated on too, right? So I'm not saying it's always men doing it to women, but she's a human too. Have you ever been cheated on? Don't you think you're amazing? It can happen to anyone. And so I get it. Like, it's your fave, right? And some of the guys are defending Clay, right? They're like, it happens, There was a YouTube video, and under the comment section, they were talking about how she found his journal. And I guess he was journaling about all of these escapades that he was having even before he even met her. He did that, right? Someone said, what's a grown man doing, with a journal and writing all this stuff down? And I hopped in the comments and I said, it's actually really healthy to journal, men or women. It's not a, gender thing. Now, maybe if you're in a relationship, you shouldn't be journaling about other people because it could be found and read, and that'll be a problem to your relationship. But uh, if he, used to have sex with multiple women, while he's in the middle of his season and traveling and stuff, maybe him journaling is how he remembers who he was with. That way there's nobody to pop out and say, oh, I'm pregnant or anything like that. I'm just using I don't know, right? Maybe it was some therapy for him to get all this stuff out on paper, but a lot of different men, especially like men of a high status, have cheated before on women that are even of higher status than Megan Thee Stallion, right? I think what happened here is Megan's fans saw her in this beautiful, soft, like we could look at this picture alone, right? Like let's focus. Let's focus on this photo. Let's just take the parents out, right? She looks like she's the happiest that she's probably ever been in her entire life. I mean, we don't know her, right? But from these public photos we've seen her in different relationships, a few relationships, right? In the industry. This looks like the most like wholesome one. So everybody thought like, oh, she's gonna get the ring. She's found her husband. My girl Meg looks happy and soft and like it's giving, this is it. So I think the fans can't fathom the thought that like their girl is about to be back to the streets. When I first saw the news, first of all, I thought it was like fake, right? And then my sister-in-law, she sent me like a screenshot of her story. And I was like, oh gosh. So I went to the story myself and looked at it. Because my first thought was that her brand has been elevated. And I'm not giving Clay all the credit. But what I am saying is Megan used to date rappers before this. NBA players are in a different category than rappers. I don't care what anybody says. I felt like her brand had been elevated in a certain way. And even if we just say like slightly, right? The way she dressed to the games, the way her and Clay went out and made appearances, it was giving a different type of Megan than what we were used to. I thought it could have been like the Aisha Curry effect. Like it's not, and Aisha Curry never, wore raunchy things and stuff like that. But of course, like, could it had opened up for her to have a whole, like, maybe let's just say these two would have worked out, right? In 5 years, we could be seeing like this wife and mother Megan instead of just like, Megan the baddie, right? But who says that has to stop with him, right? I thought that the fact that it was like put on her Instagram story, that was given like, oh no, have we not grown? Have we not evolved? This is just me, because people who want to continue to get brand deals or continue to like elevate their brand, which I get that she already has a set fan base and all that, they release like a statement, maybe even a whole month later, not even immediately. That Instagram story felt like she read it, like they had been going back and forth maybe like a day or two, and that like boom, she just posted that to let the whole world know that he's a cheater. And it's like, I wanted her to elevate from this situation, even if they weren't going to be together. I'm not saying another NBA player won't date her or like a billionaire or somebody like that, but it's like, it's giving, I will air out your dirty laundry and I will blast your family too. And we could even take a page out of Janae's playbook from Love Island. Janae definitely, let us know that they were done, but it was her friends who told the tea. She still has yet to speak on him. And even if it was about legal situations or not getting sued, the whole point is there was a level of like dignity and like class that she upheld. And so no brand or any, entity could say that she handled her breakup, immaturely or poorly. Like her PR team jumped in and probably told her like, don't say anything. Didn't matter what Leah's PR team said. Didn't matter what Serena's like. It has nothing to do with them, right? Or her best friend Cheyenne. She rose from the situation. Like I said, Meg Thee Stallion has a huge fan base. I'm not saying she needs brand deals and endorsements, but that is the way they survive when they're not in the middle of making albums and so on. So all I'm saying is, I was very surprised to see it on her story and not just saying like a little statement saying that we broke up, right? I do think that sometimes everyone doesn't need to know why. Unfortunately, we broke up and I'm moving on to different ventures. And hey, hotties, look out for me, look out for what's coming new for me. There was a way it could be handled, but nevertheless, right? Back to this photo. We meet families, we get close to sisters, we consider them still like our cousins, our family after the fact. And look, don't have a baby with them because now you're the baby mama, and then you really feel like you're still part of the family. So all in all, we all get in relationships and start feeling like this is it. I've, intertwined my life with yours and so on. And we don't know if they're going to last forever or not. We just love and we live and we hope for the best. What do you guys think about this whole situation with Megan and Clay? Do you think that this is just another celebrity breakup? Did you take it hard like it was your friend? And do you think Megan handled it the best way? Or you think baby girl was crashing out? Tell me.